Well, hello. This is Rick. Hopefully you can see me. Anyway, this is another little installment video that I'm making for on behalf of for the Department of Justice, the FBI, the FTC, the FCC, every organization that's basically out there in government law enforcement, to bring attention to Des Moines' heinous problem of prostitution, human trafficking, corruptness at the city hall level all the way up to the governor's office. As far as I'm concerned, the best I can see, it's ranged from 60 massage parlors to people that have been set up to prison for life. And I just so happened to got myself caught up in that mix, set up by the people involved with having this person go to prison for life. The gal's name is Brenda Haley, the mother, and Tori Betts was my alleged victim. Clark Betts, her father, is doing a federal life sentence because the victim and her cousin got together with the mother and the son, and insurance thefts was going on. Drugs were going on. The alleged victim was having sex at 14. She had a kid. They had an abortion. She had an abortion at 14. The son was forging checks, insurance checks, life insurance checks from the insurance company for money for his mother. This thing's a mess. And come to find out, the people, before I went in, I ran into a couple people that I thought were okay. They were acquaintances of my neighbors, or friends of my neighbors. I was just acquaintances basically with them. And the long story short with that is, they came over to my place one day and asked if they could store their things in my apartment so they can get cleaned up. The gals did, so they can get cleaned up and whatnot, come and go. And for $20 a week a piece, they could store their stuff. I said, okay. Well, they did that for about a week, and then the black guy that was slapping around, Chris Brown, he finagles his way in the house and or to them and got him to leave. And that's when I called him out in front of God and everybody. Called him a pimp and a no good son of a bitch and everything but a black man, which he is. And I said, slavery stopped 200 years ago and you need to go get a fucking job. But I think he got butthurt and got his feelings hurt, because ever since then, at that time, I thought everything was okay. And I didn't see what was coming down the road. But what came down the road is I got set up. And I got set up with this person was brought to my apartment by a couple other people. Same story, acquaintances, not friends, but acquaintances. And my mistake was I opened up the door. And I was charged with human trafficking, sexual assault, 3rd degree, and possession of meth. And had to sit in jail because the county attorney kept the bond so high that I couldn't make bond, $20,000 above the bond schedule. And long story short is I ended up losing my apartment, losing everything in it, wrongfully evicted. Somebody forged my signature on the certified portion of the certified letter portion of the eviction. So that went ahead and stood, even though I wasn't notified, because as far as the judge could tell, I was notified. And they did it by me not being there, by default, basically, which is illegal. And I was kicked off of Section 8 housing. I'm on disability. And I was accused of trafficking and all this other stuff. And the police reports and the reports that that's out there on Facebook and whatnot, the news and everything in the register, took everything verbatim from the paperwork that I was being held on. And it was all a lie. It was coerced out of her and her mother. And found out the mother was cheating with a cop against, while she was still married to this Clark guy that's doing federal life prison sentence. it's like a reality story. It's incredible to hear it. But anyway, I thought I met somebody that I could trust on the internet, and it turned out I couldn't trust her because she was a viper, and she ended up robbing me from $400 of my account using a bogus website verification site. Had her picture on it and said no charge. I figured, why not? What could happen? And it happened. I got cleaned up. So I filed a police report on that. The FCC's on that. The FBI's on it. And I'm filing suit on the mother, the daughter, the son. And I talked to a couple lawyers today down in St. Louis, and they might be interested in talking to me about maybe opening up that case and looking at him, and because it's a setup. And the long story short is that I'm doing everything in my power that I could do to expose the corruptness and the scandal that's going on in the city of Des Moines, the county attorney's office, the police department, because I know it's there. And it's too widespread. It's been in operation too long. It's so big. It's incredible. I can't even freaking describe it. It's big. It's huge, and it's bad. But I got a series of pictures that I want to show you guys, and to help further elaborate what's going on, and hopefully you'll be able to keep up with what I'm about to show you. These are screenshots of pictures that I've taken off the internet, primarily off of cityxguide.com. However, if you go to Google, you can Google in Des Moines prostitutes, Des Moines sluts, Des Moines whores, and you'll be shocked. Des Moines escorts, same thing. Massage parlors, same thing. 60 massage parlors in the metro. Over 250 some odd websites and addresses for women, sex, But here again is some of the sites some of the pictures that I've downloaded, some of the websites that I've downloaded, and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, this gal right there. She's a professional sex worker, I guess. She goes by Laura in that picture, but she's got many names. She's a worker. She's on that CityX guide, and she's smooth as oil, and she'll tell you anything that you want to hear for her to get what she wants out of you. And very doubtful she'll provide anything for you, actually. This gal here is a younger version of the gal that got me for the $400 plus off my credit card. And she's in this website called Pornhub, and you could see her with her little sister, or her sister, her true life sister, I guess, where she's doing a blowjob on this guy. And this is just incredible. Sorry about this. I'm not better organized. But I'm trying to paint you a picture. There's Alice. That's the gal that got me for the $400. And come to find out that I think her name might be Danielle. And she's local. She's in Des Moines, the best I could tell. And I want her ass because I would have put her in prison for theft. Credit card theft. Okay. Now, you can go on CityX Guide. You could be a hired out to be a driver, or you could hire out to be a whore. There's numbers there where you could call, and these numbers are out of state. New Jersey. Some of them were from an earlier time that I called them, checked them out. So we got, there's just don't get me wrong, there's some pretty ladies here, but it's all game. And what isn't game is true, but I'm thinking that they're probably either actually valid, or they're probably even setting people up so they can rip them off or set them up to get them locked up, get guys locked up. Because the victim is not the guy, it's the victims are the women. That's the way the law sees it, I guess. But so, because they're not arresting, it doesn't appear that they're arresting anybody. Okay, these are just websites. This is off a specific escort service. This gal that I was telling you about, that's that Alice Younger. Look, she's got braces on her teeth. I've contacted the FTC about this person, about this picture, this video. The videos with her sister. It doesn't look like they're any older than 14, 15 years old, if that. But you can see there at the bottom that it says that Ashley Alec, real life sister, take facials where they're getting sprayed with guys' sperm in their faces. This is the guy that was set up right there. He's Clark. He's doing a federal life sentence, and he was set up by this gal next to him. That's his wife. Was his wife, Brenda Haley, and she got together with her daughter and the daughter's cousin, and they conspired and burnt the father, and the mother and the son of that same family is the one that got involved with the insurance fraud and writing, cashing checks that, fraudulent checks from the insurance company, ripped them off. And that's who I've been talked to about the people down in Kansas, St. Louis. This gal here was named in my paperwork. She was mentioned in the paperwork for Brenda, and Brenda is the mother of the child. These two people are the gals that was at my house that I let come into my place and keep their things so they could shower, get cleaned up and everything. The black guy, his name's Christopher Brown. He's a piece of work. He's the guy that slapped her around the girls and this and that. And word is that he got busted for dope and weapons and drugs, and he didn't do a day in jail. So I don't know if he's working for the feds or what. I don't care. So they tried to set me up, and I think they got their hands in a couple other people and setting them up as well. A couple of them. Well, one of them was a friend of mine. His name's Terry, and him and I was in the joint together on when I was a knucklehead, and I was using cocaine real bad back in my day, and I was doing all sorts of stupid shit, but that's what got me arrested and sent to prison. This is that CityX Guide site. You go with CityX Guide Des Moines or CityX Guide Ames or CityX Guide Cedar Rapids and all that, and you'll get these pictures. What funny part about this deal is that there's over 60 massage parlors in the metro area, and damn it, now I just think that's excessive. Maybe I'm not seeing the big picture or something or whatever, but I'm just thinking that's excessive, and I don't know if they ever legalized prostitution or anything like that, but they must have while I was in jail for 4 months. And as far as anything else goes, I think they tried to set me up just to get me out of the way, but I didn't know that I was I didn't know that I was in the way. Evidently I was a threat and didn't even know it. But the bottom line there is that Alice gal again. I think she's just cute as a bug, but she's dangerous, and that's one of those dangerous as hell. That's, you punch in Des Moines whores, and that's what comes up. And then you can just scroll through it. I mean, it's just, there's all the cities. It says that there's like how far it is away from them, and you know, there's supposed to be prostitutes in all those towns, which there probably is. I don't know. Most likely is. Single ladies walking slut city view. I mean, it's just, see, that's dated back to 2013, so maybe I'm way behind times, evidently. But yeah, here's a picture of young Alice and her sister Ashley. And I contacted like I said, I contacted FTC and gave them a kind of a preliminary deal on what I suspect is going on. And the only thing I didn't have at the time was their pictures together, so I'm going to do that probably after I get done doing this. And I got to fill out the paperwork that goes with it. But all these are here are just row after row of hookup sites, you know, whole sluts, page after page after page after page after page after page. So I guess what I'm getting at is that you know, I looked back on this website where I was charged, and I was reported, and it went to news and everything, that I was an animal and I did this freaking human trafficking and crap, in which I didn't. I'm a father of 2 daughters, and I have 5 grandkids, and there's no way in hell that I would do such a heinous act to begin with. And I've suffered greatly over it. I've been jumped 4 different times because of it, and lost everything that I owned, including my parents' obituaries and my grandparents' obituaries and whatnot. And it frickin' makes me mad as hell. And bottom line is, I want to see people pay for it. And I think this goes all the way up to the top. I feel pretty confident that it does. I feel that the city, the mayor's involved of Des Moines. I feel like the city council's involved in it of Des Moines, the police department, the Polk County Sheriff, the Board of Supervisors of Polk County, and all the communities around. I believe it's the same way. And I would venture to guess that there's not one neighborhood in this town, Des Moines, that doesn't have prostitutes in it, or pimps in it, or something going on in it. I guess that's just about all my story right now, but should you have any questions or anything, my number is 515-210-0159. I'm Rick, and please feel free to give me a call. I'd be happy to talk to you about it. Thanks a lot. Have a good night.